there is a tale of a lost Nickelback album. Now, we all know that the multi-platinum, Grammy Award-winning, brilliant musicians, Chad Kroeger and company, the creators of Nickelback, the greatest band of all time, Silver Side Up, the greatest LP to ever grace the earlobes of human beings, there is a lost CD of their work that only a few have heard. There were only 5 known pressings, and instead of Silver Side Up, it's called Titanium Side Up. And the eye on the cover is crying blood, and it's really, really creepy. But what a lot of people don't know is that if you actually were to take that CD out of the jewel case, remove the wrapping, the plastic shrink wrap, and put the jewel case aside and put the CD inside, you'll hear the most awful churning noises. The sound of nails on chalkboards, babies screaming, chickens being beheaded and eaten alive. It's the most disturbing sound. And the rumor is that Chad Kroeger, God among men, made a pact with the devil to create such a fantastic and brilliant album as Silver Side Up, the greatest album of all time. So anyway, one day while I was getting ready to go to work, I found the CD on my doorstep. I own over 500 copies of Silver Side Up, as it is my favorite album, and I assembled an entire wood cabinet out of them. Well, it would be plastic, because the cases are plastic, but it would be a wood cabinet, except it's made out of Silver Side Up jewel cases. Anyway, while I was doing that, I found one with an evil red eye on the cover, and I, being the intelligent person that I am, took it out and put it in. All of a sudden, I heard a screeching, grinding noise, and it sounded like someone was worshiping the devil. And I heard Chad Kroeger say, "Oh, praise to you, Lord Satan. I worship at the altar of your magnificence. Give your greatness unto me, and offer me untold glory in the form of the most beautiful vocal cords known to man." And he did this, and then there was a long pause, and then you heard some Gregorian chant combined with random, presumably drunk people yelling, "Hail Satan." Anyway, then the tape popped, and I looked at my window, and there were several skeletons right at my window. Just various skeletons. Some were wearing party hats, some were not. Some were just generally skeletons. You had like your science classroom skeletons, your party skeletons. They were all there. They were all just dancing and knocking and banging on the door. It really started to hurt my ears. And they demanded that CD. And I said no. I said, this is my Nickelback album. No mortal man shall ever have it. And I went down into my basement, which had incidentally, due to playing the CD, opened a portal to hell. And there was lava, like miles and miles of lava, and I would have been burned to death. Except there was a skeleton. I had to escape the other skeletons, but here there was another skeleton wearing a robe with a hand outstretched, and he demanded a coin. He said I could cross if I provided him with a coin. And I thought for a moment, well, what does he mean, a coin? And then it occurred to me. I reached into my pocket and I produced a silver coin, one that I had not used in years. And I gave him that coin, and he said, "Come with me." And I quickly got in as the skeletons started they started ripping off their arms and skulls and throwing them at me in an attempt to knock me into the lava and kill me. But it didn't work. I got on that River Styx, and the whole band was in the background playing, riffing on My Way to Hell, riffing and playing their rollicking, hardcore, balls to the walls rock tunes, the greatest rock and roll band of all time. And they were just blasting this amazing, life-changing rock music. Nickelback is the greatest band of all time. And eventually we made so far that all of the witches and skeletons and demons and serpents and Medusa heads and every other horrible thing that was chasing us got melted into the lava. And we made it to the other side, and I was finally in hell. I finally had made it to hell, and it wasn't even that bad. There was like a coffee table, a coffee machine. There was some old, very old arcade games, like the arcade version of Dig Dug. It was fantastic. I really enjoyed being in hell. Anyway, just as I got off, Sharon said to me, he said to me, remember that coin I gave him? He said to me, "Oh, by the way, here's your Nickelback." Never made it as a flesh man, couldn't cut it as a skull man, stealing, tired of living like a bone man. Like Nevada's, there's no sense of feeling. This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me. I'm a skeleton man. This is how you remind me. I'm a skeleton man. It's only bones, it's not gory. This is a bone-related allegory. This time I'm mistaken. For heaven, you were born worth breaking. And I've been wrong, I've been down to the bottom of every calcium pill bottle. These 5 words in my head scream, have you had calcium yet? Yeah, 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 no, no, yeah, 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 no, no. This is how